Oh. Hello? Oh, sorry. Thank you for meeting with me today. You're yelling at me. I'm sorry. All right, what do you got for me? I don't have all day. Okay, I have a kick-ass idea for a reality show, and I've got a pilot episode I can send you right now. All right, slow down for a sec. Just tell me about it. Tell me about the show. It's about a special family. Can I tell you about the pilot episode? Yes, fine. Okay, it starts off with the husband coming home from work, right? Honey, I'm home. The wife goes to greet him, and boom, she starts going to town on his stroking, the whole nine. Then he turns her around and starts blasting her in the just her asshole out. She starts on the floor. They're picking it up and eating it and smearing the all over each other. Then the kids run up. They're both retarded, right? Son and daughter. Mommy, daddy. They start sucking and each other all retarded, eating and smearing the on each other. Before you know it, mom and dad and the kids are having a total Dad's the son while he's the sister. The daughter's eating her mom's and grabbing the son's so she can suck it. The mom and daughter both diarrhea all over the place. Then the dog and cat show up and all over everyone. They get their and sucked. They get spit roasted by the father and son, licked out by the mom and daughter. The dog's howling, the cat's screaming. Next thing you know, everyone at the same time. The dad and son are all over the place. The mom and daughter and the cat and the dog are the cat squirting out of a Then by the end of everything, everyone's laying on the floor, drenched in each other's Then get this. The son goes into his parents' bedroom, gets his dad's gun, and everyone in the face. Blows his own off. Then the dog skulks all of them and all over their brains. Wow. What's the show called? The Aristocrats, one of comedy's oldest and most secretive traditions, a time-honored ritual passed down between comedians through generations. It's been used as a kind of secret handshake among comedians, a testing ground where a comic can test the boundaries of their sick and twisted imagination, express their own signature style, and bond with their peers through increasingly taboo and improvised one-upmanship. In this video, I'm going to break down the joke, where it started, how it's been used throughout history, and how it's been kept alive for almost 2 centuries and counting. By the way, it was your comments that inspired me to cover this joke, so if you have any ideas for future videos, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. I was also thinking it would be really fun if whoever's watching this came up with their own version of the Aristocrats and left it down in the comments, so please do. I'm looking forward to seeing what your sick and twisted minds are like. And of course, if you like the video, please drop a like, and if you like the channel, please subscribe to watch more Jokelore in the future. Now, without further ado, I've got a great idea for a reality show. The original version of The Aristocrats follows the premise of a family walking into a talent agent's office and telling the agent, "We've got an act you've got to see." Then when the agent asks about it, they go on to describe a series of grotesque, heinous, and most likely illegal activities, usually involving, how do I say this on YouTube? Ingest, beasties, violence, and yeah. This middle section of the joke is the improv part, and is meant to be a way for comedians to try and outgross each other, while showing their creativity on the spot. The punchline comes after the agent asks what the act is called, and the family replies, usually in a whisper, "The Aristocrats." The joke started in the 1880s in American vaudeville as a way for working class comedians to mock the aristocracy. Sometimes they'd change the punchline to the debonaires or the sophisticates, but the main structure was always the same. It was told between comics backstage as a ritual to test boundaries and build camaraderie. Make no mistake, from the very beginning, The Aristocrats was a joke to be shared privately and never to be performed publicly. Due to strict decency laws at the time, such as the Padlock Law of 1927, vaudeville theaters often enforced clean performance policies to avoid getting fined or shut down. By the 1940s, the Aristocrats was still an underground ritual between comics. The decency laws were still strict, so comedians would mostly perform clean acts on stage, but legends like Buddy Hackett and Johnny Carson were some notable examples of people who kept that secret tradition alive. Just imagine a smoky, dimly lit green room in the back of the Copacabana. Buddy Hackett sitting there, holding court, telling his version of the Aristocrats. The other comedians listening are absolutely floored, unable to catch their breath between wheezing gasps and fits of hysterical laughter. Some of them are wide-eyed, visibly in a state of shock, holding their heads. They can't believe what they're hearing. And no one involved would dare take the story outside of those four walls. Fast forward to 2001. America is in a state of unimaginable shock and grief following the 9/11 attacks. 18 days after the attacks, the roast of Hugh Hefner would take place. One by one, famous comedians would go up and take jabs at the Playboy founder, as well as each other. Then your boy Gilbert Gottfried took the stage. You might remember him as a comedian with an extremely loud, grating voice. He kind of sounds like a Canadian goose being subjected to medieval torture. Anyway, Gilbert made the extremely ballsy move of making a 9/11 joke less than 3 weeks after the fucking thing happened, bringing a whole new meaning to the term too soon. Unsurprisingly, the joke completely bombed and the audience turned against him. And that's when Gilbert went for the Hail Mary, and in a moment of blind courage, he told his version of the Aristocrats on stage. The audience absolutely erupted in cathartic laughter, and the night was saved, cementing the Aristocrats as a legendary and timeless bit. In 2005, Penn Jillette of Penn and Teller fame, alongside comedian Paul Provenza, created a documentary about the Aristocrats, simply titled The Aristocrats. The film features over 100 prominent comedians, including George Carlin and Robin Williams, dissecting and retelling the joke, and highlighting its improvisational nature. Penn also said something about the joke that I thought was really cool when he likened it to jazz, comparing it to bebop solos over the same chords. And George Carlin, arguably the best comedian of all time, likened it to a blank slate for playing with danger zones. Today, the joke lives on in the form of social media posts taking jabs at the government and the wealthy elite, and though it's probably still exchanged in some dingy backstage green rooms to this day, I wouldn't be surprised if its popularity is waning, since the internet has desensitized so many of us to shock content. One thing is for sure though, the Aristocrats is one of, if not the most infamous unsung hero in comedy, inspiring many of our favorite comedians and personalities, and allowing them to bond and express themselves in a way that the public would largely not understand. As a comedian myself, I can safely say we're all pretty sick fucks. I had a lot of fun researching this one, so once again, please share any ideas for future videos down in the comments, and please share your own version of the Aristocrats below. I'd love to hear it. I promise I won't delete any of those comments. But I'm not responsible if YouTube decides to ban your account. Once again, if you liked the video, please drop a like, and if you're down to watch more Jokelore in the future, please subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be good out there, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time. Peace!